What's up, you guys? It's your boy, the Gotcha Mogul, here again with another banger video for you guys. And this video is going to be another kind of controversial video, short video as well, where we talk about the scarcity issue in Artery gear. Now, Mogul, we talk about scarcity all the time. We know about it, we've accepted it, we're still watching your videos because we don't really care too much, right? And by scarcity, we already know about the paywalls behind stamina, and of course the paywalls behind the gear material supply box, which is the biggest paywall and progression ceiling in the game at the moment. And anyone who decided to stick around with Artery gear till this point have accepted that, okay, Artery gear serves its purpose as a gacha game. I'm okay with the fact that I can't 24/7 grind, get all the god gears that I want. I've accepted the marathon approach to this game, even as a free-to-play player. But for my free-to-play players, I feel for you now for this event, because clearly we have a new paywall issue that no one really anticipated if you're not like a JP player, or if like this is like your first gacha and you just came into this game dry like I did, right? And that issue being that that issue being that skill ups for the collab units are extremely limited, right? So I feel for you free-to-play players. I feel for you dolphins who have been extremely diligent, who have said, you know what, I'm going to avoid the itch. I won't give in to temptation. I will not fall or succumb to all the banners that came by so far, even though I really want those units. Only to find out that when these collab units dropped, that they never even allow you to get enough of the resources that are necessary in order to max skill up those said units. So if you guys didn't know, right now we're suffering from the next wave of attrition here in Artery gear, because a lot of players are upset with Billy with Artery gear, that now they've introduced a new paywall where this one and done event that has no confirmation of being able to be rerun in the future, you can't even max skill up your units from this event. So you spend all this time saving all your currency to roll for these must-have units, quote unquote, that you've been told by from bigger content creators than myself. You've been told that you need these characters, and you've saved, ignored all of the other banners, only to find out you can't max skill up these units, and that the only way to max skill up Ryza and Leela in this event is to spend about $100+ in the store. Now, a lot of players are leaving because of this, right? We've already went through the first culling of players, where the players who are only still playing this game now have accepted the slow marathon based approach to this game, and they said, you know what, as long as I spend my resources wisely, I can still have the full benefits of the game if I choose to invest most into the characters that I want by planning accordingly with each event that comes out. Now, unfortunately, that is no longer the case. Now, they've taken away your ability of choice, because those same units that you've saved for, and I know that this is true for this event. Hopefully that they learn from this event and don't do this again with future units. But the fact that even in the store, you only get like 10 of those decoders in the store, and then you'll get another 10 from the Leela portion of the event, and of course you get a few of them from the quests, from the achievements. You also can get some from rolling, right, from recruiting. You get some if you the more that you roll for units, you get these benchmark benefits from how many rolls that you've committed into said banner. But if you're like me and you can see that I've only rolled 30 times and I got my Ryza, this, for players, this doesn't even make sense. So you're telling me that even after I get the unit, I'm forced to continue rolling even though I don't need it anymore in order to max skill up my unit? This is making people have a different sense of predation and a different sense of greed from the company that wasn't kind of there before, right? So this right here, I know I've gotten a lot of feedback from a lot of free-to-play players that this is one of the worst practices that they've seen in the gacha. And I'm going to be honest, this hit me from left field as well. and I feel for you because everything was going well, right? Once you've accepted in Artery gear that it is a marathon approach game, and as long as you plan your resources around the big events and the SSS tier units that were to drop, you should be comparatively fine. But now that with the ability of choice, if they continue to do this and players now can't even skill up their units that they've waited patiently for and saved up all their resources for, it's like why even roll for these units if I can't use these units that I've diligently and disciplined myself to wait for and roll for and can't even reach their maximum potential, right? Forget about dupes, but just from skilling them up, why even continue to play this game? Because the only reason why I'm playing it is for the collab banner. So this is why a lot of people are leaving, and this, from a business sense, really doesn't make sense, right? Because the whole purpose of having a collab banner, having these event banners to come out, is to rope in new players and bring back older players who have taken time away from the game. Now, this, if you're seeing that there is attrition during your collab banners, then there's an issue with the banner in itself. That people don't see it as a valuable time of their investment of their time, sorry. And that is going to be a big issue if they continue to release these banners and people can see that they can't, unless they spend over $100 in the store, they can't see the full potential of their unit. People are just going to stop playing the game overall. So I feel for you, my free-to-play players or my viewers, where I know you haven't spent a single cent on this game. You've been kind of teetering on the edge whether or not you're going to continue playing this game. I know for PvE players, you're just waiting for more PvE content. This may not apply to you as much, but for PvP players, this is of course a one and done deal, right? Like this, Leela is definitely a meta unit, Ryza is definitely a meta unit, and this is probably going to make you not want to pursue the game anymore or invest in the game anymore because the other collab units are also meta to a degree. All right, so I understand if people are deciding to leave the game, and this puts me in a moral dilemma as a content creator because it's like, wow, like my viewership is saying it a lot. I've already seen what the attrition has done already to my viewership, and now it's about to hit the next wave of attrition. I'm going to have to think about the future content for my channel and the direction for my channel, because at this rate, the viewership for this game is going to go down so much that it may not even be worth creating content for. So I may have to switch to another gacha, but we'll see. Maybe they can bounce back from this. All they really need to do is release a statement that they're considering reruns of events, and then people can say, okay, at the very least, I may not be able to reach max potency with this said unit right now, but a year from now when they rerun the event, I'll be able to do so just from grinding again. And I think that the solution is very simple, even if they lie, right? Which is, you don't want to be lied to, but we can't lie that is a solution here. If you can tell us or promise players that you'll rerun these events, then this wouldn't be so much of an issue. But it's only an issue because you've created a sense of urgency that's a one and done. And instead of, because you know that players only know it's a one and done, and instead of catering to players knowing that's a one and done and giving them all the resources they need, you said, let me restrict the resources and put even further sense of urgency, because you know that you will no longer be able to get the resources required to max skill up these units, right? And you will have to decide right then and there if you're going to pay for this game in order to max skill up these units, or if you're going to abandon it. So that's all I have for you guys today. I just want to shed some light on this if anyone didn't know this. If you were wondering, oh, maybe the next half of the banner is going to allow me to max skill up my units. No, it will not. You will not get enough to max skill up both Lila and Ryza, unfortunately. You may, I believe, through the amount of currency they give you so far, you can max out one, but not both. So you're going to have to make a decision here, you guys, and I apologize if, I haven't been posting as much. There's a lot of a lot of drama happening around Artery gear, and it's put me in a pretty awkward position, but that doesn't mean I'm going to stop making content. It just means I may have to change my content. So that's all I have for you guys, and leave a like, leave a comment below, let me know what your thoughts are, and I'll see you guys later.